It was Halloween night, 1978, in Kent, England. A group out for a scare got more than they bargained for. One of them froze in terror. Something was touching his head. The others turned and saw it. A towering, impossibly thin black figure moving in a jerky, unnatural dance behind their friend. It melted into the shadows, but the fear never left. Tonight, we're diving into the creepiest, most chilling black stick men encounters ever recorded and what they might mean for all of us. Welcome back to Phenomenaud, where we investigate the world's strangest and creepiest corners, both digital and real. Friends, if you love shadow people, Hat Man, and unexplained phenomena, you're in the right place. Now, you might know about shadow people or the infamous Hat Man, entities that have haunted our nightmares for decades. But black stick men, there's something else entirely. These beings look like living two-dimensional stick figure drawings, tall, impossibly thin. Sometimes with a featureless round head, they move stiffly, almost like they're glitching through reality. And unlike ghosts or shadow people, black stick men aren't tied to haunted houses or traumatic events. They show up anywhere, anytime, often at dusk or dawn, leaving witnesses with a bone-deep sense of dread. The scariest part? They seem to know when you're watching. Let's return to that infamous Halloween in Kent, England. 10 people, a haunted valley, and a night they'd never forget. One friend suddenly panicked. He felt something cold brush his head. The group spun around and saw a tall, stick-thin, pitch-black figure behind him, not just standing there, dancing in a jerky, almost mocking way. The moment they tried to get a closer look, it darted into the trees. But as they hurried away, the figure followed from a distance, weaving between the shadows. This case, documented in diaries and later shared on paranormal forums, set the tempo. Tall, unnatural, aware, and always just out of reach. Years later, a cryptozoologist, someone who investigates unknown creatures, had his own up-close encounter. While exploring a remote forest, he saw a massive, 12-foot-tall black stick man. It was impossibly thin, with limbs like black wires and no facial features. He got within 6 feet. The entity didn't run. Instead, it tilted its head, as if studying him. When he tried to snap a photo, his camera glitched. Only when he moved closer did the stick figure vanish, melting into the trees with that same stiff, unnatural walk. The researcher said he felt like he'd been studied, not just watched. That intelligence, that awareness, is what makes these beings so unsettling. Black stick men aren't just a British phenomenon. Reports have poured in from the US, Australia, and beyond. In American cities, witnesses have seen them perched on rooftops or lurking near parking lots at twilight. One woman in Australia reported a black stick man following her home from work, always just at the edge of her vision, never quite gone. When she reached her door and looked back, it had disappeared. Across all these stories, the details stay eerily consistent. Tall, impossibly thin, two-dimensional, and always provoking intense fear. People often describe muscle weakness, blurry vision, and a sense of being hunted, feelings that only fade when the figure is gone. So what are black stick men? Theories range from the scientific to the supernatural. Some believe they're a rare type of shadow person, entities from another dimension, bleeding into our world. The stick-like appearance might be how our brains interpret something that doesn't belong here. Others suggest they're a kind of atmospheric phenomenon, visible only under certain conditions, like living shadows formed by energy we can't yet measure. But the most disturbing theory? That they are intelligent, aware, and possibly even predatory. They don't just appear, they observe, they follow, and they make sure you know it. The truth is, we still don't know what black stick men really are. But the encounters keep coming and the stories get stranger every year. Have you ever seen a black stick man? Or had a close call with a shadowy figure? Share your story in the comments. Or email me. Your experience could help crack the case in a future video. If you found this investigation as chilling as I did, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Here at Phenomenaud, we're just getting started exploring the world's weirdest mysteries. Till next time, keep your eyes on the shadows, because you never know what's watching you back.